Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
Well, you look at Barnes. He's racked up a nice share of votes, but there are still a few players ahead of him in the East.
Well, it's a loaded East this season. So many guys in the mix for a spot on the All-Star team. He's absolutely one of them.
We'll be sure to update you as we continue to get results. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Dick. And it's Shed in at the point guard position. And for Portland, they've got Williams. He's out there with Toumani Camara. Damian Lillard out there with Donovan Clingan. And it's T in at shooting guard. Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
And Toronto has possession. Following the bucket by the Blazers. Dick finds Barrett. Here's Pirtle. Rejected by Clingan. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Barrett. Pass to Dick. And here's Pirtle. Back to Dick. Here's Shed. 4-3. T grabs the miss. Lillard outside. It's stolen by Barnes.
Hey, shit, I'm off Weekland.
Here's T, guarded by Barrett. Back to Lillard. Outside, Williams. Pass to T. Inside, just 5 on the clock.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with us.
Fuck out of here.
Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, plenty of anticipation.
Let me fucked up.
This summer, the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Here's Dick. Got it.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Hey.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Lillard. Portland moving it around. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder.
Well, those three-point opportunities from the corner, those are shots that teams encourage Scotty Barnes, no hesitation.
Pass to Klingon. Shot clock at 6. From the wing. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Lillard. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot
Good
clock.
shot, Diggy
Lillard's got his
Dang.
second basket of the night.
He's known for the long ball, but Lillard, every
They ain't got it off on me, man.
range.
I'm being told
My
we've got
fault.
Shams Charania on the...
Oh, man.
Toronto leading by 4.
Ah.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Tobias
Oh,
Harris.
shit.
And it's Mamukelashvili in at the
That was
5.
fucking
down
still.
low. And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
The previous play is under review.
still disputed
Shit.
even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But
Check the
Ruling
mistake.
on the floor is confirmed.
right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Here's Harris. And in that game with Sacramento, he did not play well. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, T in the last outing against the Heat got the job done. He had 25 points, and his shot was on point.
Come on, man.
And the charity stripe. A surprise effort from a guy who typically plays a smaller role. We'll see if he can keep building the momentum.
That's good stuff, Allie. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
To the inside, Middleton.
Damn, about
The
some.
layup off the glass.
And far from just a jump shooter, Middleton stays active and is always ready to shoot.
Harris outside. Back to Dick for 3. Portland with a rebound. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Turnovers were the story of that game. It wasn't what I would call a disciplined performance.
And he'll take make a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot. Well, when we talk about what it takes to win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned.
Well, B.A., we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is critical.
Clingan, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Henderson. And Toronto also making a switch. Pirtle's checked in. Outside Sharp. Pass to T. The three ball. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
And it's Shed missing.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Here's T.
Fuck!
Tie it up. That one misses.
Actually, I pushed the shoot button before I even got the ball.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Barely understand. $22. Give me feet off. Give me feet off. Damn, this shit. I'm about to watch YouTube and eat my food. And I'm about to go get some PlayStation. Let's play on my line.